What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, we got some more fake news from Team Fury. And unfortunately, and quite surprisingly, Eddie Hearn, because of the Saudi bag, because of Turkey Sheikh Prince Mohammed Salman, Turkey, Eddie Hearn is now essentially a Team Fury representative. A Team Fury representative, people. We expect it from Frank Warren. We expect it from Spencer Brown. I didn't expect it from Eddie Hearn. But you best believe, people, if Eddie Hearn suddenly was promoting Alexander Usyk, you wouldn't have heard nothing about this. Right? You wouldn't have heard zip about it. Anyway, let's get to the shocking bars here. Unbelievable bars. You ready? Wait till you hear this.
Money for both guys in the fight. That's a good sign. Number two is Fury's going to want another crack. I mean, he's not, I know he talks about, I'm not bothered about the legacy, and he is, he's a historian. He has a huge sense of pride. He will feel like he could beat Usyk. Probably felt like he nicked the first fight. But, a lot will come down to how much was taken out of both guys in that fight. When Usyk came back to the change room, he'd been held up. Carried up. He was exhausted. Wow. He put a huge amount of effort into that back half of that fight. Yeah. Fury come through, in the ninth. How he did it, I don't know, but he got battered in the ninth. How he stayed on his feet. So these guys, every time that you almost lose a little bit of your soul when you have a fight like that. So it's going to be really interesting to see it. But they're well matched. It was a very close fight, and Fury could do it.
Last one before I let you go. I appreciate your time, really do. If we ever get to see Fury against AJ.
Anyway, so you heard that from Eddie Hearn. At one point he says, Fury probably thinks he won that fight. Fury probably thinks he won that fight. Yeah, Fury can win the rematch, and it's a close match fight. Oh, and Usyk was dragged out on a stretcher. Listen, people. Listen, Eddie. Where did they get these scripts from? Yeah, are you blind? Who here's blind? Who here saw? We all saw. Yeah, Usyk versus Fury. Announcement, ring announcement. Let's see who on a stretcher, shall we? Look, what? Oh, that's the pre-fight, is it? Is it the pre-fight? It must be the pre-fight. The point is, you've all seen it. I don't need to go through it now. Yeah? I all saw Usyk stand there, get his name read out, and he took photos for about 10 minutes. Yeah? Usyk versus Fury. Winner. Let's have a look. Where can we see? What? Google Images is whack. Bare annoying. This must be it, probably. Okay. Look here. Look. Yeah? Look at all these photos here. Yeah? Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. Results as Ukrainian master claims undisputed glory with high class win. People, look at this picture. Yeah, what part of this looks like a man on a stretcher to you? He was in the ring for about 20 minutes. We've all seen fighters injured. They ain't in the ring standing up with their belts on, taking photos, kissing babies. That's what they're not doing. Oh, I had to be carried out by a member of his team. Oh, he got stretchered out. Spencer Brown was saying, oh, his jaw was broke. Usyk was at the press conference. Usyk was on the mic after the fight, saying, and he was at the press conference saying about his dad. And then he was on the mic immediately after the fight. Oh, his jaw's smashed to bits, and his orbital's broken, and he's carried out on a stretcher. I wouldn't mind, but Eddie Hearn, really, Eddie, listen. Just because you're fixing to rob Usyk's belt for Mr. AJ, who can't win a belt, the truth is, people, Eddie Hearn has to rob a belt for AJ, because AJ can't win one in the ring. He can't. Yeah, and that is a direct shot at AJ. If he even thinks about putting that belt on like he's, free time, you're goofy. I'm telling you now. If a man beats me twice in the ring, yeah, and then a political situation frees up a belt, I ain't taking the belt whilst the man's active. Now, obviously, if Usyk says, no, I'm not fighting AJ the third time, then fair play, take the belts. But until that point, I ain't taking nothing. Yeah? Let him keep the belt, because he earned it. You understand? You don't nick belts. Oh, we're only going to fight Dubois. Oh, I'm only fighting Dubois if it's for Usyk's stolen belt. So who are you going to fight instead? Joe Parker, Mr. Can't Punch Joe. Joe can't put down Wilder, who has no chin, right? Let's call a spade, people. Wilder has no chin. He can't stop Chisora twice. He can't stop Wilder, who has no chin and was finished. We all agree Wilder's finished with a capital F, yeah? He's been finished. Parker couldn't hurt him. Parker can't punch like that. Parker couldn't deal with Ruiz. He's never been a puncher. Can't even finish. Come on, people. The two biggest name heavyweights with the worst chin in history. Well, the three. You got Tyson and Fury, obviously, but put him to one side. As far as people Joseph Parker's fought, Deontay Wilder has no chin and was finished. Expeditiously finished, right? How many times did Joe Parker put him down? Not even once. Yeah? How many times he put Dillian White down but couldn't finish the job? Stop. Yeah? Stop. Joe Parker's... I mean, I like Joe. I really do respect. On a humanitarian level, I respect the grind Joe Parker's done. Nothing but hard work for him, overcoming Wilder and Zhang. But the truth is, he just don't have the X factor. He don't have the X factor. Like Zhang has. Or like Wilder had. He just don't have that. But that's the route, you best believe, people. At the moment, Eddie Hearn's doing what he does. He puts out some names that make sense. Like, he's throwing Zhang in there. But I heard from Frank Warren the other day that he wants Zhang to fight Parker, which makes sense. They both have a contract. Yeah? So guess what? In fact, that makes no sense. Bottom line. Listen to this. Bottom line. Zhang and Parker make sense. AJ Dubois makes sense. Eddie Hearn, he's going to dangle that AJ bag in front of Parker. And why would Parker fight Zhang again? Parker don't need to fight Zhang again. I guess if Zhang executes his rematch clause, that's what Zhang needs to do. Zhang needs to execute his rematch clause. Yeah? But he was knocked out. But this is what happens. This is political, people. Oh, he was carried out on a stretcher. Eddie Hearn is Team Frank Warren / Team Fury now because he don't have no interest. He has no financial interest in Usyk. If he did, there'd be no way he'd be talking about him being on a stretcher when he wasn't. Eddie, explain to me how a man who's standing there 20 minutes after the fight, if you're sick after a fight, you ain't celebrating like that. You might take your belt, take your win, and you'll be straight out of there. You're not standing there screaming. What sick person do you know can scream and Usyk was dancing around the ring like he does with his little Ukrainian dance, whatever, cutting the shapes. What sick man have you seen cutting shapes? Cutting two shapes in the ring. Stop, Eddie. Just stop. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself so you can go and suck Frank Warren off some more. Oh, Frank. Oh, I love you, Frank. Oh, yeah, Usyk was nearly knocked out. Usyk was on a stretcher, Frank. Oh, Frank. Ring Tyson and tell him that Usyk was on a stretcher in the changing room. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Trying to denigrate Usyk so that you can rob his belt and feel better about it. Well, he was on a stretcher after the fight, so he couldn't really hang with Tyson. Eddie. AJ had 2 times with his big ass. And he ain't want to fight in either one of them. Usyk just went in there with 2 big old dudes, 4 weight divisions bigger, and handled his business. Now what is this? Oh well, we're going to give the belt back to the big oaf who didn't want to do nothing. And had a strop after the fight. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh well, we're only fighting Dubois if we nick the belt from Usyk. Wow. That's corny. Yeah? 2 days ago, AJ was telling me he wanted to take all comers. Now it's actually, well, not all comers. I meant, yeah. What happened to self-respect? I wouldn't want a belt. I wouldn't want a belt that's politically positioned for myself. In what planet? Usyk beat Dubois a year ago. Yeah, what's he done? Usyk beat Dubois a year ago. Usyk beat AJ twice in recent times. And has just beat Fury. What planet are you on to even fathom or even think about, speculate about AJ or Dubois taking one of Usyk's belts? It's not like he's retired. It's not like he said, I'm injured and can't fight for 2 years. Okay. Even then I'd say no, but okay. He's active. He's fixing to push Fury's wig back for him in December. So you're out here bad-minding Usyk About how he was on a stretcher, so it's okay. We're gonna nick his belt, people. Setting the scene, right? Oh, he was going through it. Usyk was. He could barely stand up or speak. That's not what I heard, Eddie. I heard Usyk in there about 4 minutes of talking. With a broken jaw and a broken orbital, allegedly, Spencer Brown. I saw him dancing, I saw him screaming. But I'm the one lying. We're lying, right? Eddie Hearn saw it. Eddie Hearn saw him carried out on a stretcher. Had to be hanged up by his team. That's why I hate political situations in sport. Sport's simple, man. Win or lose and go away. Win or be a bare bum in the shower. And unfortunately, Eddie, I know it hurts you to say it, to kind of listen to this. AJ is a bare bum in the shower to Usyk. That's the bottom line. And there's no bare bum in the shower until he proves otherwise. That's all he'll ever be to Usyk. AJ might beat Dubois. He might beat this other dude. If he don't beat Usyk, he's a bare bum in the shower. That's the bottom line. So forget about nicking his belt. If you had something about you, both of you two clowns. If AJ or Eddie Hearn had anything about them, they wouldn't be running their mouth about Usyk being carried out on the stretcher. Running their mouth about, we want to nick his belt. Based on what, exactly? What makes you think you got the right to take a standing champion's belt? For what? You ain't even done nothing. Who's AJ beat? When was AJ's last win? Wallin? Ngannou ain't even ranked like that. Ngannou won boxing fight. Wallin? No, who's Wallin? Come on now. Come on, who's Wallin, people? Tell me. AJ fans out there, who is Wallin? Who is Wallin to be taking one of Usyk's belts? The man who's cut through them all. Who is that? I don't know. When was AJ's last proper win? What, Franklin? Muffin Top? Hellenius? Where are you going here? Where's the contenders? Not one contender. Not even one contender in the last 5 years. The last time AJ won a contender fight, I'm not even counting Pulev. I'd count Ruiz 2. Ruiz 2 was the last time. What was that? 2019. 5 years ago was the last time AJ beat a legitimate contender. Let me check that. Box rec. Let's peep this thing right quick. You know what I mean? Okay. Wallin, Hellenius, Franklin. Come on. Pulev. Andy Ruiz it was. 5 years ago. The last time AJ beat a prime contender. Not 50-year-old man, Pulev. Pulev was 50 years old, people. Forget about him. Forget about Pulev. He weren't, all due respect, he weren't no good when he was 25-year-old. So forget about Pulev. Old Lev. Forget about Old Lev. The last contender he beat was 5 years ago. All these cats, Hellenius. All he had 4 losses. Wallin. Didn't rate him anyway. What's he done? Okay, people. Oh, Wallin. He's only ever lost Tyson Fury. Who's he beat though? Life and death with a cruiserweight. Sorry, life and death with a 175 pounder. Never heard of this dude. Never heard of that dude. Never heard of that dude. Dominic Brazil, no good. Come on. With all due respect, Otto Wallin's any man. That's the truth. He's any man. Franklin, who's he beat? No one. Ngannou, who's he beat? Mr. Benidorm. And then got knocked spark out from someone looking at the floor and bowling their hand over. Stop. Hellenius, come on. Hellenius is fish food. Wilder's been smoked him. He'd been smoked on. And even then, AJ was going life and death at the time. Fact. Tony Bellew was going mad about it. Oh, AJ losing on points. Anyway, Eddie, you corny, man. Eddie, you corny. You bad mind, Eddie. Eddie is bad mind. Yeah, so Eddie, listen. Stop trying to blow Frank Warren off. Stop trying to blow Tyson Fury off and tell the truth. The truth is, you want to nick Usyk's belt and you're trying to make it sound good. You're trying to make it sound like it was close and like one of them to justify your actions. Just be honest. Hey man, I'm a shekel and I'm trying to rob some. They ain't mine. Yeah? I'm trying to take some because it benefits me. Just call it what it is. Don't be lying about things. Don't be doing that. That's for Team Fury. But you are Team Fury now. You're Team Turkey and Team Turkeys. It's pervasive. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, let off the bell, 100%. No doubt about it. Stop it.